All right, today we are diving into something that's a huge leap forward for crypto privacy. It's called the Multi-Asset Shielded Pool, or MASP for short. Just imagine, for a second, breaking down all the walls that keep your digital assets separate and letting them all hang out together under one powerful privacy shield. That, right there, is what this is all about.
So this brings us to the big question, right? Is it even possible? Can you actually take all your different crypto, your ETH, your ATOM, your stablecoins, and shield them all in the exact same place? Well, let's find out.
Here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll get a handle on the privacy problem as it exists today. Then, we'll introduce the solution, this thing called the Unified Shielded Pool. After that, we'll get into the real secret sauce of how it all works. And finally, we'll look at the incredible new world this tech opens up.
Okay, so to really get this, we have to start with the current state of on-chain privacy. And honestly, it's kind of a mess. Everything's fragmented, siloed, and just not that easy to use.
And this slide really nails the core issue. See, the old way, the way things have been done for years, is that your privacy is chained to one specific asset. You want privacy, you have to use Zcash or Monero. But the goal, the dream, is something way bigger. Asset-agnostic privacy, the ability to make any asset you hold private.
And this old model, well, it comes with some serious downsides. First, you're forced to use a specific asset you might not even want. And second, if you have a niche asset, say a rare NFT, its privacy is super weak. It's like trying to hide in a crowd of 5 people. You're going to get spotted. It's just a clunky and fragmented experience all around.
So, with that problem clear in our minds, let's turn to the solution. And this is where Namada comes into the picture, with its absolute core innovation, the Unified Shielded Pool.
This is the key idea right here, the Multi-Asset Shielded Pool, or MASP. What it does is create one single shared anonymity set. Now, the easiest way to think of an anonymity set is just as a crowd to hide in. The bigger the crowd, the better your privacy. The MASP creates one massive crowd where all kinds of different assets can jump in and blend together.
So you're probably wondering, how on earth does this work? How can you get completely different things like Bitcoin and USDC to blend together in the same pool? Well, this is the secret sauce.
It all starts with the incredible technology that Zcash pioneered, especially their sapling circuit. It is amazing, truly powerful stuff. But it was built from the ground up with a limitation. It was designed to handle only one type of asset.
So what the MASP does is it takes that proven, battle-tested design and makes one tiny, almost deceptively simple change. It just adds one little piece of information to every private transaction, a tag or an asset identifier that simply says what the asset is. And that one little tweak, it's a total game changer. Because with that identifier in place, the system can now accept basically any token you can think of. It doesn't care if it's ETH, ATOM, a stablecoin, or even an NFT. It can all go into the exact same shielded pool. The result is just a monumental boost for privacy. Someone watching the blockchain can see that a transaction happened inside the pool, but they have no idea what happened. Was it a transfer of 10,000 USDC, or was it one super valuable NFT changing hands? From the outside, they look exactly the same. And this quote here from Namada's Adrian Brink just sums it up perfectly. It means your rare, low-volume NFT gets to hide among the thousands and thousands of high-volume stablecoin transfers happening all the time. The massive crowd of everyday transactions protects the unique, individual ones. So what does this all actually mean in the real world? This is where it gets really exciting. Let's look at the new era this tech unlocks, because it goes way beyond just private payments. The big unlock is this idea called shielded actions. This is basically the ability to use other blockchains and DeFi apps from within the privacy of the shielded pool without ever having to expose your personal address or your transaction history to the public.
Let's walk through a quick example to make it real. Let's say you want to privately swap some ATOM for Osmo. You create a shielded transaction on Namada that basically just holds your instructions for the swap. Then, the Namada validators go out and do that swap on osmosis for you. The outside world only ever sees the Namada chain doing a swap, not you. And once it's done, that new Osmo gets sent right back into your private, shielded account. Your identity was never part of the picture.
You see what's happening here? This completely flips the script. Privacy stops being a product, like a specific coin you have to go out and buy. It becomes a service, a protective layer you can just decide to apply to any asset you own whenever you want.
So let's do a quick recap. The MASP gives us one unified pool for all our assets. High-volume stuff like stablecoins provides amazing cover for everything else. This enables shielded actions, letting us use DeFi privately on other chains. And the big takeaway, privacy transforms from a niche product into a universal service for all of crypto.
And that really leaves us with a final, powerful question to chew on. What does the future of, well, everything, finance, the internet, what does it look like when privacy isn't some niche feature you have to hunt down, but a universal service that's available to everyone for any digital asset they own? That's a pretty exciting future to think about.